Jade Mila Fulcher to Toni Creates, and today we are week 19 with the Multimedia Challenge, and this one's called Make a Wish. So it's just these two pages, so I put 2 pages onto one paper, so I got a smaller size. Now I love this, so I want to make this the feature size. So this, I've cut out a few things here. I'm not sure, I don't think I'm going to be using that, but we might still. I'm not going to use the girly because I'm not into cutesy at the moment, so we'll leave her there. I should have 3 butterflies. I'm definitely using that part, love it, definitely using these papers. Might use this. Okay, now I've taken some paper from one of the previous spreads. I had printed an extra sheet, so I thought, well, you know, might as well just use it. So that's what I'm doing. Right, what are we going to do? So first of all, I want to make a wall. Okay. So before I do the wall, I want to put that down there. Let's ink it. So they can stand out a bit. Okay, put that on there so we don't go mess things up. So that's gonna go over there. Okay, let's get some fingers, and we are going to, now this paper is a bit busy, but it's okay, it'll be fine for our dandelion. It is sweltering here in Ireland today, absolutely sweltering. I am melting, guys, so I don't suppose we can complain. Hubby's sitting outside with his shirt off, and it's apparently going to be even hotter tomorrow. So we are going to make that a wall, and then I think we're going to put that in there as well. Let's do that. Let's ink this first. This needs some ink. Yeah, so I'm going away again, guys. I'm living the life of a jet setter, so off to Budapest to get my teeth done. Half my teeth are missing. It's not an attractive look, I can assure you. So it's cheaper for us to go to Budapest with the flights and everything than have it done by my dentist. So we are off, and then we have like a little mini break while we're there. Budapest is going to be even warmer ish, so I shall survive. Okay, let's go. But at least this warm weather is making the just checking that I was actually recording, is making the glue nice and runny, guys. Okay, oopsie, let's get that down there. Okay, camera. And there we go. Okay, so that's our line. let's go in the middle. Whoops. In the middle that way. Over there. And over there. There we go. Where's the wet wipe? This one's dry. Get that all down. There we go. That's alright. That's alright. I'm happy with that. Now, let's get the pin in for this because we're messing everywhere. It's just running. We're going to need that again. Let's wipe that off. Okay, now this is going to go like that. What I have here is something I got at Aldi or Lidl, can't remember. I don't know, it might have been Lidl. It's a acrylic thing, but this is stone. I can't find my sand one. But anyway, we're going to do stone. It's going to be a stone wall. So let's oopsie, that might have been too much. So it has a texture, a mad texture to it. So we'll go like that. And now we are going to put the old mortar on here. We have to take it right down to the bottom. Okay, I want it a little bit. Okay. Ta-da! Perfect. Okay, now I have a bucket of water. Where did I put it? Right here behind my chair. Just a thing to keep it off, and then here we're just gonna get that down. That is perfecto, guys. I'm loving that. So that's our wall done. Right, don't know if we're going to get this back in there. Okay, so that's done. So that has to dry. So I will come back to you when this is dry. Let me just get that off there. Yeah, now this spot here came together, but it doesn't matter. I don't mind at all. I'm delighted with that. Delighted. So we just need that to dry, and then I will be back to you. In this weather, it'll be 2-6. Right, I'm back. So guys, this is dried nicely and it looks fabulous. It's like I should have maybe bounced my spatula on here a bit and given it more texture, like these pieces here. It looks like a stone wall. I'm delighted with it. Right, so what we're going to do is I've stuck the saying that I took off on the tag that is on the kit, and I think I'm going to stick it here just to kind of hide that these flowers aren't coming all the way down. And then I want to put my pot over here. But before we do that, what I want to do, guys, is I need my water pen, and I want to create a bit of shadow, because I would recommend, if you do this spread, not to use such a busy background, especially if you're just using one element as your center, sort of your focal point. So I thought I'm just going to come here and I'm going to just put a bit of shadow on here, just to make things stand out. This pencil isn't very dark, just to give us some just a little bit of framing for our dandelion. Sure, struggling. Guys, it is so hot here. I'm not used to it. 8 o'clock I went for my walk and roasting. All the sun lovers aren't complaining. I'm like, I love Ireland because it rains all the time. But for some people that's not fun, so I'm sure they're all lapping up the sun. It's apparently tomorrow's going to be even warmer. So anywho, and my craft studio is actually a conservatory. Well, the front part of it is a conservatory, so that's just glass. So of course the sun just comes in there like you won't believe. So I just couldn't finish this last night. I just like, that's it. I'm just gonna call it a day and just do this in the morning. And luckily the sun comes in the afternoon, so I need to get my filming done in the morning. So, well, I suppose it's a good complaint to have. We're having a really good summer so far. So, and we need a bit of rain every now and then to keep everything green. It's not called Emerald Isle for nothing. Right, I think that's it. Now I can stick away. Just kind of feel like I want to do it all over to make it stand out. I don't know. Leave it before you go and mess things up. See, take the sticky bit off first. I'm using my silicone glue or Fabri-Tac or whichever one you have, Beacons 3-in-1, to stick on here, because first of all it's a uneven surface, so if you get like this glue is, you can kind of stack it up and then it'll find a place to grip. Okay, so you can go down there. And then this one, my lovely part. Right, this glue was behaving itself 5 minutes ago when I stuck the label on. So, and then we are going to zhuzh the butterflies, give them a bit more texture. So I am putting jewelry wire feelers on them. Yeah. So let's put him over there, sitting on top of the wall. Isn't that fab? There we go. Definitely needed a plain background. So you know what I'm going to do, guys? I am going to take some gesso and I'm going to knock that background back a bit. Should have done it at the beginning. This is an IKEA paintbrush my friend Levy bought me years ago. So now this is gonna, I'm gonna do this so that it, we'll have to come back and do the shadows. No, not on the, just knock that back. Just get the, don't need to be, I don't know why I plonk so much on there, but anyway, we're just gonna make sure you're not putting on anywhere. This nice point gives us able to get in there, get into the bits. There we go. Just make sure you're taking off whatever So don't do what I do, learn from our mistakes. Just if your background is too busy for your layout, that's why sometimes it's a good idea to lay things out before you start gluing. But I was, of course, you come with fresh eyes in the morning, and I'm just like, this is me, all the time, guys, all the time. Fresh eyes in the morning, just like, okay, my elements aren't standing out like I wanted them to, so let's do something about it. Okay, don't go and do that, you're going to get it all over your front. Yeah, so anywho, I'm just, don't really need to do these little bits, but you know, just get the tip there. Want it to stand out nicely. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward this bit for you because it's a bit finicky. You don't need to watch me wielding a paintbrush. Take off. Okay, so I will be back to you in a sec. Right, so I'm gonna get this lot back in here. Okay, so that's all good. Put that in the water. And now what we need to do is I need to show you how I did these butterflies. So they have little wire things. We're going to stick them there, and then I think this one's going to sit here on the sign. Right, so I just cut off the feelers that I've got there already, and then we just ink that up. Then I have jewelry wire. This is jewelry wire. This is 0.3 millimeter. Got on AliExpress. A team should have the same, or you can go and pay Hobby Lobby prices, who, by the way, get it from China anyway. So cut off your 2 inches, and then go. Doesn't have to be exactly in the middle, because it looks nice if one is shorter than the other. But of course I don't. I just go down the middle. Okay, give it a couple of twists just so that you've got a base there to hold on to, and then I just give it a little twirl. Sometimes I go and do lots of twirls, and then you can make it more round, or just one little. Now because I've done this one, I'm gonna have to go do the others. Oopsie. That one looks okay. I might just take that out a bit. Whoopsie, now I've done oh, that actually looks nice. Anyway, so I'm gonna just leave it exactly like it is, kind of bend these up and around, and then I take a little piece of let me get another one that isn't bunged up with glue. Take a piece of washi tape, and you just stick it down there like that, and then you take your butterfly, and then make sure those 2 are in the middle. Okay, this is on skew, so just make sure it's in the middle, and then you stick it down. Okay, and there's your butterfly. You can fiddle with the wire until it's sitting like you want it to, and then we can stick them down just like that, guys, and it just creates that little bit of interest. Right, gonna have to use our silicone glue for this one because it's going to be on the wall. Oopsie, now look, I've got tissue and glue on my finger. I don't know, let's use the gluey one, woman, so we don't have glue on two. And then just be liberal with the glue and get the glue over your washi tape. And then I think he can go like that. There we go. Happy days. Oh, that is so cute. I love building scenes, so probably more than doing the sort of graphic arty stuff. Yeah, so let's, I think he can go there. Maybe we stick him on the flower. Oh, let's just use this glue since it's open and it's coming out. Okay, let's go like that on the flower, and then this one can be flying away. So, and then we're just going to put our charm. I've got some nice flowers to put on the charm. Stick him down there. Okay, and then we're gonna stick our, I have never once picked this thing up and it's on the big one. It's always on the little one, and then I want the big one. Okay, now we are already, I took everything out already, guys. There. And then let's get it in there and make sure everything's sitting nicely and give it a squeeze. There we go, and I've got this little rose and a little bud on here, all in the silver. There we go. That's it. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me just, I can never get this to sit like I want it. There we go. Now the rose is backwards. Oh, it doesn't matter because that's your writing side. So that's our spread. This was week 18. Am I right? Oh no, week 19, called Make a Wish. Thank you, Amanda, for the digitals once more. It's so nice just going on there every Sunday on the Facebook, but I really need to post to the Facebook page. But oh, now I've got glue on this one. Yeah, maybe I'll post this video. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheerio now.